What's up, everybody? David Kurz here at Kurz Real Estate. Today is, what is today's date? We're already like second week of May.
May 11th.
Today's the 11th.
It's May 11th, guys.
Correct.
How crazy is that? We're already second week of May. We're pushing through this year faster than ever. Welcome to the Kurz Real Estate Show, live on Facebook every Thursday at 4 p.m. We're going to start going back to going live on our business page at Kurz Real Estate. Follow us there. Share it, share it, share it. Everybody get on there and share it. Share it, share it. All right, good. All right, everybody's sharing the show right now. I appreciate you guys for sharing the show, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in every single Thursday at 4 p.m. We are the Kurz Real Estate Show. You can find us at kurzre.com. That's KURZRE.com. Or you can call us at 786-529-5273. Again, 786-529-5273. So, today, we had a little bit of a special topic. Oh, hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
How you
I'm
doing?
a little distracted, actually. I
Why are
just
you
saw
distracted?
a video on Facebook of you dancing salsa on the table.
When was that?
What is
Why
that?
wasn't I there? Throw in the dollars.
So
I did like a double take. It's like, what's happening here?
So story is, you know how you like answer an email quick sometimes, right? So I'm getting emails from the buyers and the lender, right? And they got the clear to close. They're closing either late this afternoon, tomorrow morning, so forth, so on, right? So I wrote them back just quickly. I was like, oh, I'm dancing on a table for you guys. So then I got text messages. Oh, yeah? You're dancing on a table? Like, I want to see that.
Prove it.
So I danced on the table.
Awesome,
And I sent
man.
it to them.
Sweet.
But I sent it to them in a private message, and then Miriam was like, I'm posting that, and I'm writing, when your broker gets a clear to close. I was like, do it, and tag me. Tag me.
Oh, my God, that's
Yes,
awesome.
absolutely. I have Jen in the house with me. Jen, how you doing?
I'm good.
I got Eric in the house, too.
Hello.
I got Eric's better half behind the scenes again. I got my daughter behind the scenes again. Eric's little half is over there.
The quarter.
Actually,
the quarter half.
Yeah,
The
'cause that's
it's
a half,
no,
half, just quarter
it's
half.
a little quarter. We'll call it quarter little. I like it, quarter little. All right,
Oh, man.
that's her new name for Jamie. All right, topic of the day today, we're going to talk about the softening of the luxury market and the development market. I want to talk a little bit about it because there's been some interesting news that has hit the market recently, and I want to kind of dive in, maybe get your opinion out there on how you feel about what's going on in the market right now. And then, of course, I'm going to talk to my fellow comrades here and find out what they feel about the market right now. So, let me tell you a little bit about Kurz Real Estate. We are located 3692 Grand Avenue. That's on the corner of Douglas and Grand Avenue here in Coconut Grove. We service all of Miami-Dade and Broward counties. We have 80-plus agents at your disposal. If you want to learn more about us, just go to kurzre.com, click on our agents, choose the agent of your liking, or you can call me directly at 786-529-5273. Tell me your needs, and I'll put you together with the best fit agent for the job. Our magazine, you can visit our magazine through the website, or you can go directly at kurzmagazine.com. That's kurzmagazine.com. Again, our regular website is kurzre.com. So you can visit us and get that going. What's up, guys? What's going
Hello.
on? I'm excited
I'm
to
still
be here
trying to
today.
wake up.
I'm pumped. I'll tell you guys later, but I got a horrible phone call a while ago, not business related, but I'll let you about it. But I came right back up and I redeemed myself. I'm back, baby. I'm back. It's like the James Brown, you go down, ah, you come back up, just like that. It's awesome.
That's awesome. What else? Anything with you?
This morning, or kind of like morning, early afternoon, I was at that event. What is it? Oh my gosh, philanthropy.
I can't even say that.
Philanthropy. How do you say it again?
Philanthropy?
Philanthropy. Yeah, that's the event.
You say it now. You
There
say
were
it.
like
This guy's
43
ignorant. This guy's ignorant. What does that mean?
There's basically a lot of companies that have like fundraisers and stuff like that, charities.
Like the Boys and Girls people?
Yeah, but they weren't there. I was hoping they were going
Awesome.
to be there.
The YMCA.
Yeah, there were a lot of people there. There were a lot of different. There's a lot of people that have different companies to like raise money.
That's
for,
good though, man.
Different charities. I keep calling them companies.
So was it nice? Was it exciting?
It was nice. It was exciting. It was kind of like straight to the point. Like, basically, the guy got on stage and he started giving nominations or whatever, and then
Nice.
And then he was off stage and it was over.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
The old Houdini act. Huh? The old in and out.
But all right. But the event overall, I know that the barnyard is heavily involved, which is, I mean, you could better explain the barnyard. I was there with you, but I'm sure you learned a little bit more about them today.
Yeah, well, the barnyard is, no, they didn't really speak about the barnyard there particularly, but we did have a moment to speak with them. And the barnyard, they're basically like a small, I'm going to call it a school, yeah, where they have about 120 students. And
Nice.
they are right here, right around the corner from our office. And basically what they do is they offer different programs for free, like aftercare and violin and cello and stuff like that for in art for children that really don't have the resources. They get
it's really cool.
Yeah,
It's really
and dance.
cool. Violin. They had, I don't know
Yeah,
if you said
I
violin,
said
but
that, yeah. They get
we saw
funding.
them playing violin there for rehearsal when we went to the barnyard not too long ago.
You know what happens if you get me in one of those places? I will not leave the facility because I love kids so much. I will be in there just making a
It's-
mess.
It's actually a lot of fun.
It's awesome.
yeah.
Kids
They
are
have
the
a good
best, dude.
and they have a good space too,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
For tons
Well,
of activities.
And
Yes.
you know what's really interesting is watching these kids, you know, that they don't have these things really available in their home. They don't even have internet at home, some of them, and
Oh,
they
wow.
they have like Mac computers for them so they can come
Yeah,
and do
man.
homework.
Really nice Mac
Yeah.
computers. Like the whole
And,
nine.
yeah, and then they'll do like talent shows, and in order to be in the talent show, they have to bring like, you know, canned goods or like toothbrushes and stuff like that, deodorant and so forth. But this is to give to the homeless. So basically, what they're trying to teach is it doesn't matter where you are in your life, you still have the opportunity to give to somebody else.
Of course.
And it's that I think that's
That's
really
very
cool. We're
cool.
gonna
It's
be more
very
involved with
interesting.
them.
If you guys don't know the barnyard, check them out. They're here in Coconut Grove. It's a great community advancement center for the children in the neighborhood.
Yes.
So I would suggest you check them out. If you're feeling like a little donation should go there, I would suggest giving them a little love. They'd be happy to hear from you guys. So next month we're starting K-Coaching again. So we got 3 consecutive things happening here. I'm really pumped, right? We got
Wow,
3
that
things
quickly.
consecutive. It's, yeah. Like a quarter has gone by that fast.
Yeah.
How crazy is that, right? Now, last time we did K-Coaching, I did K-Coaching at 10 a.m. and again at 6 p.m. twice a week. It's at 10 a.m. Make it. Be there, be square. Because I am not doing the 6 p.m. class, guys. I'm sorry.
That really,
I was
really put a
dead.
toll
I lost
on
my
I
drinking
would-
buddy.
I would
It was
rather,
horrible.
I would rather do a 4-day, 8-hour seminar than go twice a day, 2 days a week. It was just too much, and also I felt like doing it at 10 a.m., then having meetings all day long and working all day long, and then trying to do it again at 6 p.m. kind of deteriorated
Your energy, it
the
wasn't
energy,
the
the
same.
invitement, you know, the excitement. I wasn't, like you said, I wasn't that pumped at the afternoon meeting. So I'm
You
not
made
going to
a
do the
point.
6 p.m. anymore. I'm sorry,
made a
guys,
mistake.
for those that like to be at 6 p.m. But honestly, K-Coaching is awesome. I'm tweaking it. I'm fixing it up. If you're a real estate agent, you want to be a part of K-Coaching, I suggest you join before June 1st, because June 1st, or first week of June, first Monday in June, we begin and we go all out for the entire month.
And it
That's
works.
exciting.
And it works.
Well,
That's
what was the result?
27 contracts last time we
That's
did
pretty
this.
sick.
Yeah.
27
sick.
contracts.
As a
So-
matter of fact, today we closed on
On a deal that came from
well,
that.
not us, but one of our agents did
Oh, she got it
so
from through there?
exciting.
Nice.
Well, her motivation
From
and
her,
the push,
yeah,
like
you know, like,
everything.
of course,
it was,
that's part of the program.
That's a
was
part of the program.
cultivated
Yeah,
through
so
the
she was super pumped. She worked with this client, and by the way, it's a $2.5 million cash purchase. They closed in 11 days. Okay.
I just melted.
Yeah, exactly. They closed in 11 days, and I walked into the closing to meet the buyer and thank him for working with our Kurz agent, and he looked at me and he said, "I got to be honest with you. I've bought a lot of stuff in my life. I've been around the world. I live in, I think, Kentucky right now."
Yeah.
He goes, I would travel between Kentucky and I would go to Nashville, have a lake house in Nashville. And he said, "I've never worked with somebody who took care of so much for me that I could be worryless through a transaction." He said, "Every time I've dealt with a real estate agent, I've basically had to do
gotta
the
hound them.
majority of everything."
That's how we
Yeah.
get that
He
bad rap.
said, not only did she take care of everything that had to do with the real estate, but she got my FPL turned on so that when I showed up, the light would be on. And so it's kind of
wow,
like,
that's going the extra mile.
yeah, it's really like our agent really went the extra mile for this client. He is so happy. He's ecstatic. you know, I'm pumped for her because if anything, like through K coaching, she got motivated to get the deal, and then you know there's no other motivation like getting the deal.
Oh,
you know
so
what I
you
mean?
guys
and then
understand this person?
and sitting there, hearing this from him, he said it right in front of her.
That's awesome.
And he said, you know, this is the best real estate transaction, the best real estate agent. I said to him, I said, she's great, I know. And he looked at me, he goes, no, not great. Way beyond that.
Listen, we got a lot of nice people at our brokerage, but this particular agent, she is such a sweet woman that it's crazy. I mean, she's
Carmen,
such a good-hearted person.
It's been, you know, sometimes when you get to it later, you know, she's older than we are. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes when you get to that stage, you get discouraged with what you can do, what you cannot do. So she approached me a couple times, you know, a bit discouraged with the industry, how aggressive it is, and what she had to learn and all the details and everything. But she put it together. She made it work. She did everything that she had to do to make this happen. And even though there were the times where she felt like she was losing her motivation, the K coaching and the environment and everything just really, really pushed her. And obviously, her inner self of like, I need to get this done.
The shining light came out. You know, and that's amazing. So, congratulations.
Congratulations, Carmen.
All right, so our sponsors are?
So our sponsors are New World Title with Rudy and Bridget and the Title Girls. By the way, I have to say
the Red
that you did very well last time.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. My sensei.
Okay. I was laughing, though, because you were really nervous.
Good show.
I was like, it was awesome.
So, New World Title with Rudy, Bridget, and the Title Girls. They have over 14 locations. You can check their website, newworldtitle.com, NUWORLDTITLE.com. And their phone number is 305-537-4906. And you can reach them for basically all of your title needs. PRMG is our other sponsor with the Mortgage Chicks and Lourdes Rodriguez, who's in our office, and Hans and Vince. So we have a large group of people that are there to support everybody. And their phone number is 704-654-5378. You can actually reach Lourdes there. And you can find the Mortgage Chicks on Facebook as well. What's funny is Hans is also part of the Mortgage Chicks.
He's the plus one, he says.
He's a plus one.
He was on the show last week, so scroll down, check him out. But Hans is amazing. We're happy.
He's cool, bro.
Yeah. He's in the right group. He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. Is he going to join the Mortgage Dudes? Give me a break.
Max Home Inspections is also another sponsor of ours. You can look at their website, maxhomeinspections with an S at the end.com.
Not the end sponsor.
And their phone number is 954-947-8391. You can basically schedule the appointments very quickly, and they also have different programs for you guys for warranty. Merrick Manor is our final sponsor, and Merrick Manor's website is merrick-manor.com, and they feature units from 1 to 5 bedrooms, and they have already broken ground, and they're just walking distance from Merrick Place.
Experiences this week. You first or her first?
Her first,
Her
because
first.
I don't think I really have one.
Experiences this week. You don't really have experiences this week? Really? Really?
Listen, I'm ADHD and it's
Oh
in
my
full effect today.
gosh, really?
I had an experience this week? Everybody's looking at me crazy. I was like, no, we already talked about it.
That was last week. Yeah.
She looks dumber than me right now.
Experiences this week. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, I have one. I called a client that I had a very good relationship with in the past, and I figured I'd touch base with the guy, and and kind of see how he was doing. And honestly, all I did was just call him to see how he was doing and his family. And he was one, grateful that I called to find out how he was. It wasn't just business, but because I'm in the industry of real estate, it's natural for somebody to just gravitate to speaking about real estate. So he started talking to me about that. He started telling me about a listing that's about to expire, and he asked me if I'm willing to take it. And
Yeah.
You know?
Sí, yo hablo español.
In those moments, you gotta act like you're like no, yes. You're gonna.
I'm like,
oh yeah,
well,
I mean, of course,
Yeah,
I mean, if you really want me to, I'll sell
That's a
it.
big deal. And you're
I'll
like,
do it
yes.
for you. No, but I was really excited to help him out with that, and amongst other things as well. He asked for other services, and I put him in contact with the right people. And so there's that. So that was a really good experience. Reach out to your previous clients.
Yeah. I had an experience yesterday at our office meeting. I had sent the office a survey, and as a part of the survey, they were able to talk freely because they didn't have to put their names on there, right? So they were able to talk freely about our partners. New World Title, PRMG, TRMG Insurance, the Fifth Color Design. And we got so much great feedback that we were able to address it as an office meeting without putting anybody on the spot, you know? And so we got some really good feedback. But the best part was that the title girls were in the house. Jen A was here. Yeah. Vince was here. He's the branch manager for PRMG. The TRMG team was here. The only person that wasn't here was Joel with Fifth Color Design. But no one knew that I was going to go through the survey. They just happened to come to the office meeting.
Nice.
So,
I thought it was set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
so
thought so too.
they had no idea, and that's why I looked at Vince. I go, "Did you know we were doing this today?" He goes, "Nope." But it was awesome. Cool because not only did people get to address like, "Hey, you know, I need this, I need that, or this would be better for my clients," like the decision makers were in the house, you know, which was great. And then after that, I spent the afternoon recording confessions of a real estate agent. It was really cool. We got about 6 confessions in. Go to kurzre.com. On the upper right-hand corner, you're going to find on the upper right-hand corner, you're going to find the link to our YouTube. Go on YouTube. I loaded all 6 videos up. We have 3 agents and then 3 like special editions. We have Vince on there, who's a mortgage broker, to give you like an idea of what the mortgage broker goes through with the agents of today. Then we brought in Jen A from New World Title to talk to you what title goes through, right? And then we brought in Ariana, which gives you the aspect of the spouse of a hardworking, top-producing agent.
Who is also an agent.
Yes. Which,
who
by
is
the way,
also an agent,
it's not
and we're going to change all that.
It's not no experience, but just to share, I wasn't trying to set up a team or anything like that. I saw that like later on. But the wifey jumped in. You know, at the beginning, I was like, Tony Montana, who put this together, huh? Me, that's who. I don't need nobody, me. And then 20 minutes in, I'm like, hey, honey, you think you can go to the office, help me out with some phone calls, please. So she'll be joining me very, very soon. I'm going to have her doing calls, working things. So we're ready to rock.
Here. She's here. They found babysitters.
I got a babysitter, so she's able to jump over. So good.
All right, we're going to bring you our listings right now that have come up in the last week, and then we're going to go right into the softening of the luxury market and why I think that the luxury market is taking a little bit of a hit. And I want to bring that to you guys because, honestly, I'm seeing some news about a particular company that I love very much, and I know that whatever it is they're going through, they're going to get through it. It's just these are symbols, these are signs that I've seen in the past. In a market change, you know, so in a market shift. So we got some new listings. Go,
yeah,
girl.
So we have 3 amazing listings that came up this week. We have a rental that's 410 Camilo Ave in Coral Gables Country Club for $3,500. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,150 square feet. It also has first floor entry. Oh wait, that's a house. Of course, it has first floor entry.
Unless you got some ladders to go through the freaking window.
So I went to see this house. And this house is beautiful. It has a great like space. You walk in and it's pretty open. It gives you that Coral Gables feel.
Nice pool in the back.
Yeah, it has a pool in the back. It has an office. So check it out. We also have 7825 Northwest 107, Unit 501 in Midtown Doral for $540,000 to 3.5. We also have 8985 Northwest 188 Terrace Lakes on the Green Glen. 445,000 to 2.5 for 2728 square feet. With
all right.
Congratulations
to our agents for bringing in deals, making it happen. We've got a bunch of buyers under contract this month as well. We're looking at doing another record month here at Kurz Real Estate. So every month we keep climbing. So this is great. All right. So big shout out before we move on to Dalila Torres and Rayanne.
Delilah, buddy.
Delilah. I like Dalila.
It wasn't me that mispronounced stuff this time.
Yes. I'm sorry. Is it? Her last name's Torres, which makes her Latina. She's Dalila. Okay.
Dalila. Oh my gosh, she's gonna kill you.
Are you mad at me right now? Are you mad at me? Come tell me. All right. Rayanne Larratro. Now that one's English. Larratro.
Listen, thank God you finished that statement because it was going to take a wrong turn in my head right there.
All right, so awesome deal. Welcome to the family. Happy to have you. So looking forward to doing great things with you guys. All right, so here I want to jump into this, que ya me está molestando. I got to get into this. All right, Douglas Elliman's profits dipped to just $100,000 during the first quarter of 2017. Total. Wow. In South Florida, right? Down from 7.1 million during the same period last year.
Holy crap.
All right. So the parent company, Vector Group, which is the group that owns the company Douglas Elliman. Those of you know Douglas Elliman, they're a strong, amazing real estate company, and they have market share in South Florida, New York, and California, and I think Greenwich as well. So there's a couple spots they're very keen on where they open up because they focus on that luxury market. And to hear that their profits had gone from $7.1 million first quarter last year to $100,000. $100,000.
So it dropped $7 million.
Basically. It's a $7 million drop. That's what it says. Douglas Elliman's profits dipped to just $100,000 during the first quarter of 2017, down from $7.1 million during the same period last year.
Wow, that's insane.
It's in here. I got it there for you.
The
paltry, now listen to this, the paltry sum was attributed to fewer closings at the new development projects, Vector says. Now, I have to think about this when a company like Douglas Elliman, who focuses on a luxury market and focuses on new development sales, comes out and says, dude, the difference between last year and this year is $7 million in profit. It's astronomical. Then what does that say? Now, I know there's been other things where developers have fired a company and hired another company, and I think it's all with that mindset of, oh, you're not selling my property. It's your fault. It's not the market. I'm going to hire somebody else, right? And I know Elliman has fallen victim to a couple of those situations, right? And so it says here that there were less new development closings. Higher margins also hurt them, you know, because the margins are changing now because of the cost of everything, you know, and prices in these things might be changing a little bit, you know. Elliman closed sales were $5.6 billion during the first quarter compared to last year's $5.7 billion. So their closings are still, you know, strong. It results in a $155.5 million in the first quarter revenue, down slightly from $157. So their regular closings, right? Their regular closings are still chucking. They're still pushing along, right? But it begs to ask the question, is the market softening in the luxury and new development markets? And I say yes.
It is.
I say yes.
New development
their projects
for
are
condos,
canceling.
right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. So, you know, projects are canceling, right? Companies like Elliman are getting fired to hire Fortune, or Fortune's getting fired to hire Compass, or Compass, you know, it's like they're getting, and it's not so, I don't know that it's cutthroat more than the developer saying, you're not doing what you say you're going to do, so I'm going to get somebody else to do it. And then they get to somebody else, and then somebody else doesn't pull through either because it's a market thing, you know? I mean, what magical buyer is, you know, Compass going to get, or Kurz Real Estate going to get, or anybody that Elliman couldn't have gotten during their same time frame?
So what I keep hearing is that, you know, new development maybe in the big high-rise, like the big developments are not doing very well necessarily, but the smaller, more boutique type of developments are doing well. Much better.
And then but then you have other things going on, like, you know, like I think we're going by Echo Aventura tomorrow. They got about 15 units left. You've got One River Point that just finished spending $3.5 million on their sales center, and they're not stopping. That's like a locomotive that's never going to stop. Like, they're building those two towers, you know?
Well, that's because they're fun. Well,
they're very well funded. They're very well funded.
And at some point, they obviously do predict that once a lot of the buildings are probably set up, that eventually maybe they get more traction. In my opinion,
it's that place is just so different from everything else.
It is different, but then like you got other units like One Brickell canceled, right? So now with
Aston Martin is up.
But Aston Martin's coming, so it's kind of like, all right, Brickell 1 and Aston Martin are a baseball throw away from each other, right? Aston Martin's coming up, high level, high prices, right location, crazy looking building, small, tiny little lot. Have you ever seen this lot? Like you know what I mean? Like you can't play a baseball game in there. Like It's tiny.
It's small, yeah.
However, it's all waterfront. It's all right there. It's going to block the Epic. Good job,
Epic must
Aston.
be pissed.
Of course they are. But they knew that was going to happen one day, you know?
Or why wouldn't they buy it? That lot.
It was a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They paid a lot of money. I can't remember how much they paid. I think it was like $150 million.
Yeah, I
for
was
that
just
piece
gonna
of
say. I
land.
think it was 150. Yeah.
For that little thing?
For that little piece of land.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And then, but one Brickell decides, okay, we're not going to tear down 444 and build one
That's
Brickell.
related, right?
Yeah, because it's not worth it right now. We're not moving new development as quickly.
The volume is small.
Yeah.
You know? And one
Hans
Brickell is
says-
supposed to be a lot of units.
In one Brickell?
Yes, it was supposed to be a
That's
lot of
insane,
units,
yeah.
like 2,500 units or something. Like it was going to be a lot of buildings. What is Nas saying?
Hans was saying that the market is in the lower income.
Yeah.
Right now. So right now, that's the point that I'm trying to make, is that we're in a point where the market has slowed down significantly on the high points, on the high levels. But people that are focusing on the bread and butter, right, 250 to 800,
Yeah.
they're moving. Those properties
Oh,
are
yeah.
moving. People still buying.
definitely
Interest
selling.
rates are
There's
still
no supply.
great.
There's no
That's
freaking
what it is.
inventory,
There's no
bro.
inventory
It's crazy.
whatsoever.
Listen, I put in an offer yesterday. I called the guy 20 minutes later. I was like, so I already knew there was going to be other offers. I was like, so listen, just be honest with me. How many contracts have you gotten? He's like, listen, man, I'm only halfway through the day, and I'm up to 20-something contracts. I was like, oh, so what you're saying is I have no chance with my FHA. Thank you. Appreciate
Now,
it.
here's the crazy part, right? Reology, right? Reology Holdings Corp, right? We all know who they are. Reology owns many different real estate companies, right? Reology says they reported their first quarter results on Thursday, right? Generated $1.2 billion in revenue for the same quarter, which is a 6% improvement from the prior year. What do you think that is? That's because Reology changes. They have an adjusted net loss, right? They deal with all kinds of real estate. You know, they're not just focused on that
On
luxury,
the one market.
you
I
know?
think that's the main reason why it's probably affected Douglas Elliman, because they were really, focused. And not just Douglas Elliman, I think Fortune has gotten a hit also,
You think Sotheby's is in there too, getting hit? Because Sotheby's has a lot
Anybody
of
that
luxury.
has
too.
Anybody that's in that market.
representing a new development market.
And look, that's why oftentimes, agents will ask me, they want to change their market, they want to work luxury, they want to do this. And I'm all about it, 100,000%. But don't forget what the bread and butter
really
is. You know what I
feeds you.
mean? And so it's funny that you mentioned, right? Let's see. Here it says, Reology CEO Richard Smith says that there are early signs of stabilization in the luxury market, with the sales of 2.5 million and up 10% from this time last year.
Oh, wow.
But this is talking about new products, New York City and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So we have to look at this
That's
on
where
a
it
national
should be,
level, right?
yeah.
Now the division owns the Corcoran Group, Sotheby's, City Habits. So they have a revenue jump, right? But it also says, caution that there isn't enough inventory in the low-end market, and describe the recent bidding war over a $1 million New York City apartment as an example. And so it's hard to compare New York City to Miami, right?
Yeah.
Because he just said that the low-end market was $1 million.
Over there,
right?
$1 million is like, what, 200K here?
You're buying a closet,
Yeah.
you know? So, people spend $1 million on their
It's a beautiful
closets
closet
over
you
there,
just
you
bought.
know?
That's my house, man.
Yeah, exactly. But it makes you...
Cost me $1 million.
It makes
Jesus,
you
man.
think, and it makes you look at it. We continue to say that the market, the bread and butter, the sweet spot is still where there isn't $1 million
Yeah.
after the name,
Yeah.
after the price point.
And
Yeah.
things are flying off the shelf.
And they're
Between
listen,
2 to 400, it's ridiculous.
If you're
It's a
very
knife
well
fight, dude.
priced, if you're very well priced, it's
It's
out.
gone. It's gone.
out. There's an abundance of buyers. Interest rates are still good. Programs keep popping up out of nowhere. Real estate
values
companies
are
like
still going
PRMG
up.
and all these
yeah.
direct lenders, they're going up because of the lack of inventory, so sellers can push up. And then
Well, they don't even have to push. The buyers are
the buyers bid themselves
Yeah,
up.
it's crazy.
You know?
Dude, I think the average median price in Dade County is at $295 for houses, bro. We're almost at the $300K, which is
Yeah,
ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
it used to be at 250.
And
nuts.
and so now you have companies like PRMG, who we use at the direct lenders, and there's many other direct lenders out there. They're creating portfolio products, right? So now you got people with 580 credit scores and a decent job that can get an FHA loan. And so what does that mean for everybody? It means that, like you were saying, there's an abundance of buyers out there. There's lack of inventory. They're bidding each other out. They're fighting. There's so much cash that comes into Miami that your FHA buyer is now battling a cash buyer, like you talked about a little bit ago. And it makes a world of a difference. And so with a little focus on, there's another person, a friend of mine who, I don't want to mention his name, if you could look it up yourself in The Real Deal, he just resigned from Douglas Elliman's Developing Marketing. You know, and I was actually shocked to see that, but then at the same time, I'm thinking, maybe it's not so much of a shock. Maybe he's getting ahead of the game, right? Yeah. Because he's got, you know, he sees what's happening. He sees that new development slowing down, and he maybe, I don't know what his plans are.
That's
but
where
maybe
he was at. He was in new development. Maybe he's doing something different.
Well, that's why I want to focus right now on new development and talk about that, because in the same article, it talks about how he's the 4th person to leave Douglas Elliman's development marketing over the last 12 months, right? And I think only 1 out of the 4 went to another company's development team. The other 3 are doing something different. Yeah. I don't know what this person's going to be doing. I don't know what his plans are, but I'm sure it'll end up in The Real Deal somewhere because he's a big deal, you know? And so I'm hoping that all goes well. It was a great decision. I'm sure he made a very good, conscious decision. But it makes me think, as new development, that significantly slowed down. You know, and if somebody were to come up to me right now and said, David, I love what you're doing at Kurz Real Estate, selling a building with 100 units, do you want to take it? I might decline it right now. I mean, I know that sounds crazy because you get excited. You're like, 100 units, new development, blah.
Yeah, you got to find out
you're
more
all
details on what kind of
course, but it's
the ticket to this new development and condo issue is getting these things FHA approved, man. On the smaller boutique buildings with the right price point.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, because when was the last time you saw one of our buildings come up and the prices weren't 600, 700, 800, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million? I mean, we got buildings in Miami starting at 5.5, starting, bottom floor.
And
but not just FHA, you know, like the conventional buyers who can't purchase, you know, because they need 25, I mean, conventional buyers can purchase, but with a higher deposit. That's what it is. That like they're requesting 20 to
35%. You know? If we could even get them Fannie Mae approved, where they can get 10% conventionals, 5% conventionals.
And that'll resolve a lot of the shortage issue on the low-income properties, because they can't buy houses, but they can't buy condos either, because those guys ain't got no 25% to be popping up for that. So if you can actually get some of these places approved, people will be buying apartments and condos all over the place, and there won't be such a shortage. You know?
100%. 100% agree. So, like Miami Beach kind of market, first quarter 2017, prices down 5.8%. Absorption rate is at about 1.5 months. Closed sales are just up 0.5%. Inventory is up 6.4%. Okay. Marketing time or days on market average 46 days, about 3.5% negotiability, right? So it makes you, you know, you're looking at this, you're saying, okay, Miami Beach and the islands, like your prices have come down, the absorption rate is up.
Yeah, which means
but it's up though. Yeah. So even though it's a month and a half in the absorption rate, it's up from last quarter, last quarter, same quarter. So which means it's taking longer and prices are lower. You know, marketing time is up an additional 46 days. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So now, and negotiability is up, which means that not only are prices down, but the ability to negotiate is up 3.5%. You know, so it just like it changes everything. Medium sale prices in condos declined. Average sale prices jumped. Condo sales moved higher than outpaced the rise in inventory. Marketing time and negotiability expanded. Single-family homes, price trend indicators were very mixed because you know what it's like in Miami Beach. Single-family homes, like one's a monster and the other one's a cottage, you know, and they're a block away from each other, you know. Days of market expanded. Luxury condos, price trend indicators moved higher. Longer marketing times and more negotiability. Right? This is it right here. This is it telling you in your face. Luxury single family, surge in price trends indicators, faster marketing time, decline in listing inventory, but with more negotiability. Yeah. So there's less inventory.
There's less people selling
they're moving, but there's more negotiability, right? And I won't go through the barrier islands, but you get the idea on that setup, right? Now let's go coastal. Like, you know, Miami, Brickell, all this stuff, you know? Yeah. Not like when LeBron James was on his way, he's like, I'm taking my time to Miami Beach. We're like, are you? Are you? You didn't even move to Miami Beach, fool. All right, so he didn't. Am I wrong?
He was in the Gables, right?
He was in the Gables. All right. So, here we go. Coastal side, condos and single-family homes. And this is year over year, so this is in comparison to first quarter last year. Right? Prices are up 12.5%.
That's ridiculous.
Right?
That's
So
what I was
now,
saying. It's
think
a
about
lack of
that. Miami
inventory.
Beach, right? Miami Beach prices were down a certain percentage, right? Now they're up 12.5%. Okay?
Cool.
Now,
So, yeah.
pace, absorption rate is down almost 2 months.
The
That
homes
means
are
they're selling
fast.
faster and at a higher price. Okay? Closed sales are down 2.7%. Inventory down 19.9%, almost
That's
20%.
ridiculous. That's why the prices are going up.
Exactly. Those are all the indicators right there. Marketing days on market, additional 5 days, 0% negotiability.
Yeah, it's like, take it
Yeah,
or leave
no,
it,
there
buddy.
isn't. You know,
There's
it's
not
hard
enough
to
to go
have that
around.
conversation with your buyer and tell them, listen, you either want this house or you don't want it. But if you really do, there's nothing else available, so you need to come in strong. Find
Yeah.
extra cash, something, but you need to come in with a strong offer
Yeah,
because
'cause
there's more than one.
I used to tell my buyers, everything's negotiable. I've kind of like shut up on
I
that.
know,
Because I'm
I
like,
know.
and not really.
I was just kidding. I mean, I can negotiate the
Yeah,
cost of
you know?
your inspection. It was
it's
$399.
brutal,
It's
man.
$349 now. All right, so let's talk condos. Sales price is a little higher, but sales declined. Right? We knew that. We knew that going into this conversation. Anybody looking at this right now knows this, right? Listing inventory continued to fall. Faster market pace. Okay. Sales share of studios and one bedrooms declined. Marketing time expanded and negotiability stabilized. Right? So things are on the market longer. There's really no negotiation. Studios and one bedrooms are not selling
Are
as
not,
fast
yeah.
as 2 and 3 bedrooms. You
Well,
know,
because
so forth.
you know
so
what
on.
it is? You know, with that, I guess in my opinion would be studios and one bedrooms tend to be less expensive, so it tends to be like an investment. You know, and the cap rates, the price points have gone up a bit, so the
And it's funny, you can only say that here. Because in New York, you're a well-known attorney and you're living in a one-bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
here that it's considered an investment, like you
Yeah.
said. You
For
know?
the most part, or starting, but there's not that many millennials, unfortunately, buying. I don't think. I don't see it.
$600,000 one
Yeah.
bedrooms. You know? Single-family homes. Let's go to that. All price indicators up in the single-family home in Miami. Sales increased. Listing inventory fell. Okay. Days on market slipped. Nominal rise in negotiability. Distressed sales declined sharply.
Yeah.
That's
they're
great.
raising.
That's awesome.
Distressed sales declined sharply. There's not a lot of distressed sales right now.
No,
You
that's
know?
a
And
good
there's,
thing.
and
I
there's
guess
always
in my
there's been
mind,
just
I see
like
it as like, wow, we can't invest in anything.
yeah, but you know, at the same time too, at the
Yeah.
beginning of the year, there was all this blab about short sales are coming back
Yeah,
and this and that
yeah.
and that and this, and everybody was, you know, and then I felt like people were trying to feed me that short sales were back.
I still think they might. They might come back.
There's some. I just don't know that there's as many as they were.
Well,
You know, it was
the
like
main
everybody
reason-
was running to their short sale attorneys to prepare
Yeah.
for
Well, I guess-
foreclosures.
Well, I don't know about the foreclosure situation, but I just feel like a lot of people have like a big overhead. You know what I mean? Like they still owe a lot, and they probably have the flexibility to do the short sale now. You know, considering
Maybe.
that there's so many people interested in.
Pinecrest, just to kind of talk about that, like Brickell, prices were mixed.
Yay.
Yeah, Brickell prices were mixed. Marketing time negotiability was higher. South Miami, prices edged up a little bit. Indicators remain mixed. Pinecrest declined sales. As sales rose, prices declined. Sales rose in Pinecrest. We just closed the Pinecrest listing today. More time taken to sell, but less negotiability.
Yeah.
Okay. Palmetto Bay, indicators increased as sales surged. Think about that for a minute, right?
That's crazy.
So let's talk about the luxury condo matrix, right? So condo prices falling.
Yeah.
Condo marketing time up. Negotiability tight. Single family home trends mixed. Single family home marketing time up. Negotiability up.
Let me tell you something. That condo negotiability tighten, you just got to wait a little while for those guys to get slapped around a little bit, and then they'll start being a little bit more open to negotiability. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
not
you know,
really, because if they have a price because they owe money, and they've already had to drop the price because of the market, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. You know, they don't want to lose.
Well, sometimes you got to learn how to cut your losses, because what if it keeps sinking? And then what? You're in the hole even further.
All right, so I have the perfect answer to that. Hold on to your property. I mean, don't tell me that it's not going to come back up.
No, it's
You know,
definitely
I mean,
gonna
that's
come
what
back up,
happens.
That's for sure.
That's real estate in general. You know, you're supposed to be in the market to hold your property. If you're not, if you have no intention or you cannot hold a property that doesn't sell right away, then you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You know, these guys that bought in all these new developments hoping to flip them right away, knowing that it was going to take 2 to 3 years to build the property, what are you thinking, man?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And so if you can hold it, rent it out. Rent it out for a couple years, hold it.
Which, by the way,
make
rent
it
is out
happen.
of control.
Rent is out of control.
Dude.
So get top dollar for rent it out, hold on to it, don't lose it, and when the market does this pickup, which it always does, you're going to see that you're going to make your money back and then some.
Dude, I think average rent in Miami-Dade County last year in March was something like $1,800 in the high 1800s, which, dude, that's a freaking city
That's
mortgage
huge.
for some people, man.
Yeah,
I bet
that's
you it's up
huge.
at 2,000
Well, I
or
was
something
doing,
like that.
remember I had the show last week, and it was rent versus buy. Not last week, this week, earlier. Rent versus buy, and I know the numbers were a bit mixed because we had, you know, between Coral Gables and Kendall, but if you look at just Coral Gables itself, you know, you have 36, it's about $3,600 a month for a 3-2 is what you're getting in Coral Gables. Okay,
Crazy,
when
dude.
you can purchase, you know, for maybe $450, your payments don't go as high as $3,600.
That's
crazy.
crazy. That is crazy.
Did you guys hear about the David Beckham Stadium finally?
Yeah, finally, huh?
Yes.
They
In
bought the
Overtown.
last piece, yeah.
I
They
started
bought the
looking into
last piece of
Overtown
land.
properties after seeing that. They're jacked up.
So, but this is what I would
Crazy.
tell you, be very careful with that, because the truth is that the properties around Marlin Stadium really didn't take a hike, and a lot of people thought they would.
Yeah, but at
Careful
least
with
I
that.
understand that, but we're talking about the World fucking Cup here. This is crazy, not freaking...
Live on Facebook.
I know,
Not a
you say that
Christian
word all the time.
Not on the show.
Oh, no? What do we see the S-bombs?
Please hold. No.
Christian
The world-
Nevada says Eric Morales for president.
Yes. Dude, this is the World Cup we're talking about here, bro.
It's true.
This is
You're
crazy,
fucking right.
man. It's insane. This is a huge change. He just said it. He just said it, man. That's not fair. Jeez. Well, dude,
I just love fucking with you.
Oh, all right, thanks. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and shut up now. All right, Jesus.
All right, so you're right. But at the same time, that creates a lot of traffic. It creates congestion. It creates a lot of noise. It creates a pollution. It creates all kinds of stuff. So the homes immediately right around there, I would be weary about those, in my opinion. Like the same thing with Marlin Stadium. Marlin Stadium doesn't create as much congestion, traffic, and loitering as a matter of fact, Marlin Stadium is in the best place in the world because those guys that neighborhood is banking on parking.
Oh, yeah.
All right, $5, parque aquí.
Oh,
My
yeah?
grandmother,
Am I wrong?
she has an apartment there, and she has 1 or 2 parking spaces. She
You
totally
rent them out.
banks on that.
Of course.
She banks on them.
Totally banks.
You know?
Which, you know, they're doing that big push in Little Havana with the small boutique buildings that we talked about. No
Yeah.
parking because you got
Yeah.
public transportation starting to pick up a lot down here. But still, bro, that place is going to bring a lot of traffic.
Did you hear about the Metro Mover to the beach?
No.
Yes.
They're expanding it out there?
Yep.
That is sick.
Yeah, there's a huge project. I think it's like a $2 billion project or something like that. But
That's awesome,
they're
man.
going to expand the Metro Mover out to the beach. So now,
Wicked.
what's good about that is most people that visit Miami, they go straight to Miami Beach. Now, the Frost Science Museum, the American Airlines Arena, all that great stuff can start marketing to the visitors who come. And then not all our visitors will be party all the time. Maybe we'll start getting visitors for the Opera House and the Science Museum.
That's pretty
and,
cool.
You know, the
Oh my
AAA
God, the
Arena.
Frost Museum. I'm dying. I was telling
Yeah, we're
Ari
going.
about it. We're
Frost
going
Museum? What do they have,
Saturday.
The
they
new
have an
museum,
event.
What do they have in there?
It's Saturday's their
The grand
family day.
opening or
Their
something
grand
like that.
opening for families.
Why is it called Frost, though? It's confusing me.
Because that's the guy's name who invested the majority
I
of
was
the
like, what
money.
is this, an ice palace? Jeez, man. So it's a good museum?
It's the Science
It's a science
Museum.
Oh, I
They
love
have-
science.
They have dinosaurs in planetariums.
Ooh, I
And
love
an
animals.
aquarium.
Huh? Oh, and the aquarium is really cool
I like
too.
fish.
I want to see the planet. It's called the
Fishes.
planetarium, right?
Huh?
It's called the planetarium.
Yeah.
Where you
think
sit
so.
inside the thing and you see
Yeah.
all the stars
Yeah,
everywhere.
they have
She's
one here in
shaking
the,
her head.
in the Grove, right?
That's it. They changed it.
They
That's
did?
the one
That's
that
it.
they
They moved it over.
redid it.
Nice.
They did
That was
the
an old
Frost.
school classic one there, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in every single Thursday at 5 o'clock. Visit our website, kurzre.com. Learn about us. Go on there. Check out our agents. Check out our listings. easy access to everything right from the front page of the website, kurzre.com. You can call us at 786-529-5273. Again, 786-529-5273. Next week, we'll bring you some more information about the cool train headed to the beach. We'll bring more information about the Frost Museum, because hopefully we're going there this weekend. And we'll get this thing going. Click on charities. Visit our charities. Our charities are, I can't see them because the thing's in the way. I'm going to use this. So our charities are VA Rep. So we have the Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals, Children's Cancer Caring Center of America, the Boys and Girls Club of America, and of course, I just accepted a position in the membership council for the NAREP here in Miami, which is the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. Our Hometown Heroes is available to firefighters, police officers, veterans, and teachers. You come, you buy a house with us, or you sell a house with us, and we will give you cash back at closing in the form of a credit in your HUD. So please come out, talk to us. Let us help you get into home ownership. Thanks everybody for watching today. We appreciate you. Visit us, follow us, like us, share us, and enjoy. See you soon.